Welcome to Mark After Dark, the after-work escape brought to you by Easy Vibes. This is your space to slow down, sip something smooth, and dive into the elegant bohemian side of music. From vinyl grooves to late-night jams, we explore the sounds that wind us down and lift us up, all after the hustle. So kick off your shoes, pour yourself a glass, and let the night begin. Welcome back to Mark After Dark, the place where music meets memory, rhythm meets reflection, and late nights turn into soulful journeys. I'm Mark, and tonight we're heading somewhere warm, somewhere breezy, somewhere where the guitar whispers and the voice floats like smoke on the water. We're talking about Bossa Nova, a genre born on Brazilian beaches, but destined to travel the world. After the jazz episode on the Easy Vibes podcast sparked so much love, and reggae kicked things off here with power, it felt only right to slow the pace and turn the lights down low. Bossa Nova is elegance. It's poetry. It's quiet rebellion wrapped in melody. Tonight we'll explore its origins, its pioneers, its global explosion, and the echoes it still leaves in modern music. So lean back, breathe deep, and let's step into the soft sway of Bossa Nova, the sound of quiet revolution. The story of Bossa Nova begins in 1950s Brazil, a time of cultural awakening, political tension, and youthful ambition. In Rio de Janeiro, a new generation was emerging, one that wanted to create something intimate, refined, and modern, something that felt like Brazil, but also like the future. The music scene in Brazil was already rich. Samba, choro, and Afro-Brazilian rhythms filled the air. But samba, for all its joy and energy, was big, bold, and rooted in the street. What was missing was a sound that could live in a small apartment, in the quiet of a living room, or on a beach at sunset. Then came João Gilberto, quiet, unassuming, and quietly revolutionary. He didn't need flash. His brilliance was in the details. João took the guitar and transformed it, soft, syncopated, rhythmically delicate, yet full of feeling. He strummed like a drummer, phrased like a poet, and made silence part of the song, and his voice, barely a murmur, not meant to impress, but to move. In 1958, he recorded Chega de Saudade, often regarded as the first true Bossa Nova track. Composed by Antonio Carlos Jobim and Vinícius de Moraes, the song was a quiet revolution. Samba slowed to a sway, infused with jazz chords, delivered with restraint and elegance. Jobim, the classically trained composer, gave bossa its lush harmonic language. Vinícius, a poet and diplomat, gave it its heart, sensual, melancholic, introspective. And João, he gave it its voice. The three of them, together, shaped the soul of a genre. Bossa Nova, literally new wave, wasn't about volume or spectacle. It was about feeling, texture, and atmosphere. Born from samba, kissed by jazz, and defined by João's whisper, it became the sound of modern Brazil, subtle, sophisticated, and deeply human. Before we take a short break, let's head somewhere warm and full of joy. Up next is Festa no Brasil, a bossa nova tune that captures the spirit of celebration with a smooth, sunny rhythm. Let it dance with you for a while. I'll be back soon.
Hoje eu acordei com saudade de você. Eu fui ver as suas fotos. Eu parei pra perceber que eu tô apaixonado, eu tô envolvido de uma forma que não dá pra te esquecer. Hoje a festa é no Brasil. 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 O meu corpo está queimando e a culpa é só de você. Eu não tô mais suportando essa distância de você. Quando eu acordo, é você. Quando eu durmo, é você. O meu dia só é bom se o motivo é você. Hoje a festa é no Brasil. 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 Está queimando e a culpa é só de você. Eu não tô mais suportando essa distância de você. Quando eu acordo é você. Quando eu durmo é você. O meu dia só é bom se o motivo é você. Hoje a festa é no Brasil. Hoje a festa é no Brasil. Hoje a festa é no Brasil. Hoje a festa é no Brasil.
If bossa nova had just been a musical trend, it might have faded away like so many others, but it was more than that. It was a state of mind, reflective, romantic, and subtly political. Bossa nova came at a time when Brazil was projecting optimism to the world, building Brasilia, embracing modernism, showing its artistic soul. But beneath that optimism was tension, inequality, censorship, unrest. And that contrast between the dream and the reality lived in bossa nova's DNA. The lyrics weren't overtly political, but they said a lot between the lines. They sang of longing, saudade, of fleeting love, of nature and solitude. And in doing so, they painted a picture of Brazil that was personal, not propaganda. Then came Nara Leão, often called the Muse of Bossa Nova. A soft voice with sharp lyrics, she gave the genre a political conscience, singing about poverty, inequality, and resistance, all while staying within the elegance of the bossa rhythm. Bossa Nova made slowness an act of resistance. In a world getting louder, faster, more chaotic, It slowed down, invited you to pause, to listen, and that's what made it revolutionary. It didn't shout, it swayed. As we take a moment to pause, here's a song to help you unwind. This is Fique de Boa, a smooth bossa nova that invites you to slow down, breathe, and simply be. Let its gentle rhythm ease you into the break. I'll see you soon.
Fique de boa, nem pensa à toa, a mente esvazia. Quem se apavora, fique de boa, fique de boa, fique de boa, fique de boa. O dia está quente, eu vou pra frente, pego a boia e vou flutuando. Fique de boa, fique de boa, fique de boa, fique de boa. Eu pego uma praia com minha guitarra, parece besteira, mas eu adoro. Fique de boa, fique de boa, fique de boa, fique de boa. Eu pego uma praia com minha guitarra, parece besteira, mas eu adoro. Fique de boa, fique de boa, fique de boa, fique de boa.
By the early 1960s, bossa nova had caught the attention of the world, and it happened almost by accident. In 1962, a concert at Carnegie Hall in New York brought Brazil's rising stars to an American audience. It wasn't a polished performance, but it sparked something. Musicians, critics, and listeners were enchanted by the sophistication, the rhythm, and the sheer elegance of this new sound. Then came the breakout moment, The Girl from Ipanema, recorded by João Gilberto, Jobim, and sung in English by Astrud Gilberto, João's then wife. The song became a global hit. Cool, dreamy, effortless, it became one of the most recorded songs in history and introduced millions to the sound of Brazil. American jazz artists were fascinated. Stan Getz, the saxophonist, recorded Getz Gilberto, a now classic album that won multiple Grammys and became a defining fusion of bossa nova and jazz. Bossa Nova's influence spread fast into pop, film, cocktail lounges, and cafes around the world. It was the sound of sophistication, of international cool. But like all trends, its popularity would eventually fade in the mainstream. Still, what remained was the aesthetic. The sound of bossa nova became part of the fabric of modern music. Its DNA lived on. In jazz, chill-out, lo-fi, indie, and lounge, it had transcended the moment and become a mood. As we take our final break, here's a song to close this journey with calm and beauty. This is Rio, a bossa nova that flows like the city itself, full of soft light, quiet joy, and timeless rhythm. Let it stay with you, and I'll see you one last time after the break.
Minha alma canta, vejo o Rio de Janeiro. Estou morrendo de saudade. Rio, seu mar, praia sem fim. Rio, você foi feito pra mim. Cristo Redentor, braços abertos sobre a Guanabara. Este samba é só porque Rio, eu gosto de você. A morena vai sambar, seu corpo todo balançar. Rio de sol, de céu, de mar. Dentro de mais uns tantos estaremos no galeão. Cristo Redentor, braços abertos sobre a Guanabara. Rio de sol, de céu, de mar. Dentro de mais um minuto estaremos no galeão. Cristo Redentor, braços abertos sobre a Guanabara. Este samba é só porque Rio, eu gosto de você. A morena vai sambar, seu corpo todo balançar. Aperte cinto, vamos chegar. Água brilhando, olha a pista chegando. E vamos nós pousar.
Today, bossa nova doesn't dominate the charts, but its spirit is everywhere. You hear it in the background of cafes, in chill playlists, in indie records, and in the smoother corners of pop. That soft syncopation, that hushed intimacy, it lives on. Artists like Sergio Mendes, Caetano Veloso, and Gilberto Gil carried the bossa influence into new genres: tropicalia, MPB, fusion. They expanded its emotional range and kept its spirit alive through changing political landscapes and global shifts. Modern Brazilian artists, from Bebel Gilberto to Ana Vitoria, continue to reinterpret bossa nova for new generations, mixing it with electronic textures and contemporary songwriting. And internationally, its touch is everywhere. You can hear traces of bossa nova in the music of Norah Jones, Thundercat, Sade, even in hip-hop beats and lo-fi instrumental tracks. It's not always front and center, but it's there, shaping mood, influencing tone. And maybe that's the beauty of bossa nova. It never needed the spotlight. It thrives in the soft light, in the quiet spaces, in the in-between. It taught us that stillness can be powerful, that melody can be a whisper, that a gentle rhythm can carry deep emotion. It wasn't just a sound, it was a revolution in softness. And that's our journey through the waves of bossa nova, from the beaches of Rio to the jazz clubs of New York, from whispered guitar chords to global inspiration. Thanks for tuning in to Mark After Dark, where we slow things down to really feel the music. If you enjoyed this episode, drop a comment, share it with someone who needs a little calm in their life, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, stay curious, stay mellow, and let the rhythm carry you gently through the night.